soon as it starts recording, we will get started. What? I don't know. All right. All right, we're going to get started. So like I already said, we are talking about making nouns plural. And plural means what? If something is plural, it means what? Molly? More than one. It obviously, plural means more than one. Form of plural nouns, you either add S or ES. Look at the ending of singular nouns, and it identifies how you change a plural noun. Words that end in Y, you would have to add IES. So, anyways, here's an example. Americans celebrate Independence Day. That is plural. American is singular. All you have to do is add an S to this lovely noun to make it plural. Not that challenging. Here's another one. Plural noun. A group of ladies gave out small flags. So ladies is the plural noun that we're talking about there. Also flags is a plural noun. But lady is spelled L-A-D-Y. And since it ends in Y, we have to change the Y to I-E-S. Fun fact. Okay? Moving on. Tell how to spell the plural noun form of each group in parentheses. What would we change? I'll get out a dry erase board so we can all see. Oh, wait. Can you not see me when I'm sharing my screen, or can you still see me? Okay. You can still see me. How would I change groups from singular to plural? How would I spell it? Someone will raise their hand and tell me, and I will tell you guys. What do I do to group to make it plural? Do I add IES? Do I add ES? Or do I add S? Nolan? S. Yep. Groups, you just have to add an S. And then next we have boys and girls. How do I change boys and how do I change girls? Do I add S? Do I add ES? Do I add IES? Landon? Yes. I disagree. Ava? Yep. And what about for girls? Yeah, we just add S for both of them. Both of them are just S and S. All you have to do is add S, add S. Whoop, whoop. Next is my friends invited me to a party. Friends. How do we make friends plural? Or how do we make friend plural? ES, S, or IES? Rochelle. Yep, all we do is add an S. And then how about party? That one's a little bit tricky. It ends in a Y. So what do we have to do, Kylan? Perfect. You have to remove the Y and then add IES because it ends in a Y. Fabulous, fabulous. The next one, we ate hamburger and played game in the yard. Obviously, those are both singular, and we need to make them plural. How do we make hamburger plural? Do we add ES, add S, or add IES? What do you think, Evan? Add S. You add an S. Yep. And then how about games? It already ends in an E, so obviously we wouldn't add ES because that would look so silly. So then the next one, it can be a little bit tricky. It is dress. Some girl wore a special dress and put ribbon in her hair. If we added an S, that would be 3 S's in a row. Would there ever be 3 S's in a row? No. So what do we need to add instead? What do we need to add instead? Landon, what should we add for dress? ES. Yeah, you make it ES. And then we have ribbon. How do we make ribbon plural? Marissa, what should we do? What should we do, Marissa? Yep, all we do is add S. Perfect. Just plain S. And then lastly, we ate ice cream with strawberry from bowl. It should be strawberries from bowls. How do we make strawberries plural? Mark, Mark, Mark. Going once, going twice. Mark.
It's IES and S.
Yep. You have to change the Y to an I and add ES, and then bowl is just add an S. Are there any questions on any of those 6? Going once, going twice, going once, going twice. All right, then I'm moving on to the next page. Follow along with me. Irregular plural nouns. Irregular means what? First off, we know that the IR sub or prefix means what? What does the IR prefix mean? Molly? It means not. So, not regular. So, irregular means that nouns that are not regular. So many nouns are not made plural according to regular rules. To form plural nouns that end in F or EF, you change the F to a V and add ES. So that would be like leaves or knives or lives. And O, add S or ES. Some nouns have the same form, whether singular or plural. So like the word deer, D-E-E-R, noun, that's a noun, that's a thing, it's an animal. That deer is always deer. It's not deers. Deer is plural when it's D-E-E-R, and it's singular when it's D-E-E-R. That's the only one I can think of at this moment. So here's an example. She sharpened the knives to make a holiday meal. So the regular word knife is spelled K-N-I-F-E. So we change the F to a V and add an S. Does everyone see that? And that would be the same with leaf. It becomes L-E-A-B-E-S. And like lives too. But anyway, so those ones you change. It ends in F-E or F. You change it to a V and add E-S or S. So here are some examples. My mother always makes 4 loaves of bread. How would I make loaf plural? It ends in an F. So how do I make loaf plural? Evan, spell it for me. Okay, spell the whole thing for me.
L-O-A-F-S.
No, I disagree. It ends in an F, which means we have to do what, Rochelle? No. Remember, we just went over these. If it ends in F or EF, we have to change the F to a V. So loaf becomes loaves. L-O-A-V-E-S. It is loaves of bread. Loaves. Our next one, some of the man help with cooking. We should know this one. Instead of man singular, it is what, everybody? Yeah, what's the word? Instead of man singular, to make it plural, it is what? It's not mans, it is men. That is an irregular noun. It becomes men. And then, I eat so much, I think my foot get bigger. It's not foot, it is what, everyone? Feet. And then the next one is one that I already talked about, deer, D-E-E-R. The animal never changes. Once when we were eating, we saw 2 deer out the window. So it's not going to be deers. It's just going to stay deer. Okay. For whatever reason, that's the way that one is. For Thanksgiving, my grandmother always cooks 2 turkey. How do we make turkeys plural? How do we make turkeys plural? Anyone? How do we make turkey plural? Olive?
Add an S on it?
Yeah, that one's just a regular old verb. You just add an S, I think. Or is it add IES?
I think I
No, you're right. It's
No.
an S because no, you're right. It's an S because there's a vowel behind the Y. So you're right.
IES is not a word. I just checked on my phone to make sure. Yes, Zach. Yes. Cactus and cacti are irregular because cactus is the singular form and cacti is the plural form. For whatever reason, that is super odd. There's another word that's like that.
Dice and die.
Dice and die, yes. So those are just those. I don't think those are on anything this week. Those are super, super irregular. And then we have leaf, which ends in an F. So instead of leaf, it is leaves. Someone spell leaves for me. Kylan. Perfect. Leaves. Woot woot.
Another
Uh,
one is sheep.
Yes. Sheep. It's always sheep. You wouldn't say sheeps. Sheep. All right. Collective noun. A collective noun names a group. Even though a group is made up of more than one person, place, or thing, the collective noun is singular. A collective noun is accompanied by a singular verb. So, the class, obviously class means more than one person, but it's singular. Class decides to celebrate the holiday together. So, identify each collective noun and singular noun. So, the family likes to listen to music from our country. So, what is our collective noun in number one? The one that's talking about a group. What is the collective noun, Rochelle? Family, yes. And then what is the singular verb? Verb is something that you do. What is the verb in this one? Zachary, what's the verb? The family likes to listen to music from our country. The verb, something that you do. Yeah, listen. That's singular. It doesn't say listens, it's listen. Next one. Our soccer team always plays during December. What is the soccer, or just kidding. What is the collective noun? What's the collective noun, Nolan? No. Now, always is not a noun. What is the collective noun, Molly? That's what we're, the group of people. Yeah, it can either be team or soccer team. I would personally accept both of those. And what's the verb? What are they doing in that sentence, Marissa? What's the verb? Our soccer team always plays during December. Yep, plays. That's what they do. My class has studied different cultures. This is a past tense one. What is my collective noun, Evan? Class. And what did they do? What's the verb, Rochelle? Studied. That one's past tense, but yes. A school group sells food at the parade. What is the collective noun in this one? Mark, what's the collective noun?
A school group.
Yeah, group. You could literally just say school group or group. And what do they do in this one? What's their verb, Olive? Just what's the verb? No, what's the verb? It's one word. A verb is one word. Food is a noun. So the word I want is? No, that's another noun. What is the verb, Kylan? Sells. That is the verb. That's what they do. A large school of fish swims near our favorite beach. Isaac, why don't you tell me what the collective noun is? What is the collective noun? Or Jessica, one of you tell me what the collective noun is. It'd be the school would be the collective noun, or the school of fish, yes. Then because we're talking about, it would be school. Oops, I'm going to the wrong page. It'd be school. Then what do they do? They what? What's their noun, Ella? What do they do? The school of fish do what? A large school of fish swims near our favorite beach. What do they do? Fish do what? It's in the sentence. Yes, swims. That is their verb. And then lastly, a herd of cattle grazes near our school. What is the collective noun, Lillian? What's our group? That's singular, but it means plural. A herd. It's just herd. Herd. And then what do they do? Landon, what do they do? Yep, graze. That means they just, walk around and eat some food. That's what they do. All right, fabulous, fabulous friends, fabulous friends. So here we're just going to review singular and plural nouns. So a noun only names one thing is singular. If it names more than one thing, it's plural. Most plural nouns, you add an S or an ES. Obviously, there's the exceptions, like men and man, or the things that end in F or E or FE. Then we have to change to a V. So here's some singular nouns. Daisy made one basket in the first half. Basket, you would just add an S. Half, you would have to change to halves. Coach would be coaches. Game would be games. Man would be men. Sheep is sheep, just like deer. Sheep is sheep. So a collective noun names a group of people, animals, or things that act as a unit. And a collective noun is treated as a singular noun unless it names more than one group. So team is a collective noun because we're talking about a group of people. But if we're talking about more than one team, it can be teams. Okay? It can be teams. All right, we are going to stop there, and I'm going to share a different screen that is your homework. So feel free to split your screen and hop onto your homework too, if you would like. So then you can follow along with me. Your homework is due on Thursday morning, just like always. Thursday morning by 7:45 a.m. You get, there's 3 pages. So if you finish 1%, and if you finish all the pages, you're going to get 100%. So let's just finish all the pages, okay? You'll have plenty of time. There's only 3 pages this week. Let me...
Was it on?
Google Classroom, homeroom. Same place grammar has been for the past 43 days of school.
How do you do so fast?
How do I what?
How do you do math so fast?
Because I always know what day of school it is. So there are directions on here, and there's little hints. A singular noun names one person, place, or thing. A plural noun names more, literally just what I said, just again. So the first thing, we're going to do 1 or 2 together. The first thing that you have to do is write the plural form of the noun in parentheses. So during May, we had celebration on Cinco de Mayo. So instead of celebration, how do we make that plural? What do I have to do to celebrations? Do I add S? Do I add ES? Do I add IES? Someone, what do you think I do? Rochelle, what do you think I do? Yep, you just add an S, so it's celebration. So CELBRATIONS. So you just have to type that in right there, not too challenging. And then the number 3 has 2. So some of them have 2. The word is speech and games. What do you think speech is? Speech ends in CH, which means it follows a different rule than just adding S. So instead of adding S, what do you think I should add? It doesn't end in Y, so I wouldn't be IES. So what should I add if it ends in CH? It would be what? Evan? Yeah, so it's speeches, add ES, and then games, we already did earlier, it ends E, so obviously we wouldn't add ES, that would be silly. So we just have to add S. All right, so there are 2 done of already those like 6 that you have. Hello? So go up. 2 of, you have 1 and 3 already done. So all you have left is 2, 4, 5, and 6. Next one, more plural nouns. Some nouns are not a plural according to regular rules, which we know. We already know that. So, writing activity, make the things plural. So, this one is preparing our family's Thanksgiving dinner takes 2 days. Days, we would never change to IES. That's what makes this one irregular. So what do I have to do to days to make it plural, Olive? Just add an S. It's irregular because it normally Y you change to IES, but not in this situation. So all you have to do is add an S. No craziness. Next one. Some of the women search the woods for wild berries. Instead of woman, it needs to be what? I just said the answer. Oops. What is it, Mr. Landon? Women. So it's E-N, not A-N. So look, you already have 2 done of this section. Woohoo! And then your final page, page 3. Oh, wait. If you are a pickup, I need you guys to start packing up. You can finish the recording or just, ask me tomorrow. You just have to, you're going to underline the collective noun in each sentence. Yeah. So that would be like herd or team or class or anything of that nature. And then you have to type whether the collective noun is plural or singular. Okay? So I just heard someone type in. So yes. Okay, you think really quick. Let me just finish this. I'll get to you in 2 minutes. Okay. So for example, it would be spelling team. The teacher told Elsa for the spelling team. So the team would be our collective noun. So you would underline it, and this team is singular. So then you would write singular on the line. And that's it for this page. And that is all you have to, I shouldn't say all you have to do because it is 3 pages, but it is due on Thursday. Are there any questions about anything we went over or our homework that is due on Thursday? Now is the time to ask questions. Is there any questions? If there's not questions, you guys are free to log off. And if you are here at school or at home, you are free to start working on stuff. So long, farewell. My pickups, as soon as you are packed up, you may go. Thank you for joining me. You are free to go whenever. Bye. Bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Do you know why it's a T, man? Here, let me see it. All right, bye, guys. Thank you.